Hello everyone, welcome back to more the game development of Keep and Play. We're working on version 1.2 and everything seems to be going pretty well. I did a lot of work on it off stream the other day, so it's a little ways further than you guys might remember, but it looks pretty good, I would say. Pretty happy with how everything's acting. Got the spikes coming in and whatnot. You can see a couple of them spawn there. And I'm just gonna update probably a little bit more of it before it's ready to be like released out into the wild and all that. So that's basically what we're going to be working on today, just the final little touches of what's needed for Keep and Play. And as always, I do have the link for this lovely retro music playlist that I seem to use every time just because it's so easy. Heatley Bros. Yes, HB Heatley Bros music. There you go. In case you wanted the name. Yeah, so I need to get rid of this number. This number's not important anymore, just for testing purposes. Actually, one more thing I should show is that if you press space and then you press 9, you immediately go to level 9 and everything gets a bit hectic. Once you go to level 9, you can't turn it off. Yeah, level 9's a bit insane. Hard just to stay inside the circle, let alone dodge the spikes. Yeah. So, I'm thinking I probably want the little dots to also move. Maybe have these poke inward at some point or something like that. Just little things like that, that's all I really want to do. Actually, I could also add in the color, because we're going to have it so that this will change color. Off stream, I'll probably work on sound and whatnot. It'll be released by Monday, so yeah, I think I forgot to put the link for my game in the description. Let me do that real quick before we get going here. Right now, version 1.1 is out, and just adds a couple of things. Game link. Boom, Keep and Play. Done. So now, if you're currently watching, you can reload and check the description for the link to Keep and Play on Itch.io. I'll be showing off at the end of the stream where you can get Keep and Play, in case you don't understand. It is a bit confusing. It does say oh, you gotta pay money, but actually you don't have to pay money. You can donate if you want to help it along and whatnot. Oh yeah, so something that would be really easy just to look at real quick is how does it look when I change the color of the background? Background, let's just say we wanted it to be orange. There we go. So now the background's orange. What happens? Oh, now the background is orange. Now the text does not have an outline, so making it white would not work. However, all of these have an outline of black, so those are fine. Yeah. That works. We can change the color. It looks okay. So now I should probably try and make it so that you can press a button to change the color. And I'm thinking I want to have it be on like a mouse click. So let me, because I haven't really worked with that before, so I want to try that. So I really want to do. Oh wait, I could do it on. Pause room. You can just write down here color change and then like have a couple of colors select. Let's make buttons for the 32 by 32. Okay, I feel like that's a little small for a button. Could always enlarge it, I guess. I have a more. There we go. I feel like it needs to be 1 pixels. This black. And I look like a button now? Look like a popped out button? Maybe. Okay, so I can copy paste. I can change the color of this one to be darker. So now that would be the button selected. S add button. Oh, you know what? Let's just call it button. Then we can create a whole group of buttons. Add event. A mouse. Left button. We also need to create. Let's do the create first because that one's easy. Go in here and we put image speed 0. So that will stop it from changing automatically. We do index. Hey Penguiny, how's it going? So there should be you click the button and then there's a background change. Hey, how's it going, Cycle Master? Finishing 1.2 or the whole game? We're finishing 1.2. Oh shoot, I just realized the chat actually looks terrible there. Move that. So yeah, we're gonna finish 1.2 either today or it will be so close that I'll finish it after the stream. You know, like tomorrow or something, but yeah. We're basically... Version 1.2 is going to be playable by Monday at this point. We're already almost there. I'm just adding in a couple of things. I want to see how easy it would be to create a color change. And then I will be removing that. place. There, create color. With okay, I'm gonna change background color. Ah, here we go. So it's room set background color. So get that real quick. You're barely quiet, I can barely hear you. How's that? Is that better? I wonder if that's why nobody was staying for the other stream. And it's possible. So IND is the index of the room we're saying the color of, new background color, and then whether or not to show it. So of course that one's got to be true. It's good enough now? If not, I can change it and increase it more. We want that to be true. We want the color to be C. And then we got all of our colors. Click on red. And the index is game room. We'll also change it so that it's this room as well. So let's see if that works. Oh wait, I didn't even add it to the room, so no, it's not gonna work. I need a sprite for it. There we go. Pause room. That. Perfect. So then we're just gonna place this button arbitrarily right in the middle. What's coming in this update? Everything is coming in this update. So you see there's the spike and here's the button. If I push that, nothing happens. Okay. Oh, that's also something I did not do. I gotta make it so that the left button also changes image ++. That's the easiest way to do that. So it's sort of flashing because it's a little bit too quick, but yeah. So everything looks a little bit nicer now. You can see, oh, here, there you go. You can see everything looks a little bit nicer. We've got spikes that spawn in randomly. I may need to adjust it so that they're not constantly like gone or constantly here. There's some spikes. We got speed increasing. We got spikes killing you. Made the game quite a bit more difficult and actually made it more a lot more fun, huh? Such oops, careful. What does Z do? Nothing. The Z button does not do anything at the moment. So this room set background did not actually work. I think what I need to do is actually have the room. So game room and pause room. Let's try that. Oof. Hi. Hello. How are you? Okay, so that's also not working. Let me check what it says about it. Ah, okay, so whoop, full screen. It says global.rm, which will assign it to everything. So I can just use that code instead of trying to do this. Oh, well, that's why that didn't work. There we go. Oh, was that changed when I tried it? Okay, so it's not doing anything currently. Let me try the global room. You're feeling better? Well, that's good. I'm glad. Okay, so that was an error. Yeah, I've never messed around with this color change for the room before, so I'm kind of not sure how it works exactly. Global.rm equals room add. Okay, so that's why they're using that. So the index of the room set the background color of. You're gonna go eat? Okay. Fine by me. I'll be here. Oh, so yeah, this high scores room is gonna be completely gone after. I can show you what it looks like currently. Currently, high scores looks like this. Not very nice. I mean, it looks good. It looks perfectly fine, but instead of this, it's going to be when you press the button for high scores, it's going to take you to the website. So that's the plan instead. So there won't be any local high scores. It'll all be on the website. Which the website's free to sign up with, of course. It's just the speedrun webpage and everything. It will, of course, have your high score down at the bottom. Like, you'll always have this high score, this best time. That's fine. How does the usernames work? It's not gonna work. That page is gonna be gone, so I can actually just delete that room entirely. There we go. Now I just have to unbind the key. In here, I want to just remove this button because it's not currently working. And I don't really need this until somebody decides to donate, because it's one of the things for donating is you can change the color of the background. Not supposed to be an incentive, it's just supposed to be a reward, if that makes sense. But yeah, I gotta find where the keys are. Pause text. My score text. All of this is useless now. Well, I can always leave it in case I change my mind. But I need to go into... I believe O text will have it. Room changes? Yes, so here we go. It says, if you press the button H, it takes you to this room. Instead, it's going to take you to a website. Contribution room? That works. I think I'll wait on that though for people to actually contribute. Once people contribute, then I will put names in there. That does make sense, but H will be for high scores, which there currently are none-ish. I mean, there's mine, but that one doesn't really count, and it's not even for this version. So I'm just gonna go like this. By doing a slash slash, that makes it a note, and that means that nothing happens. Okay, I can just delete those, I don't need them. C for that? For like credits? I feel like you could accidentally press C though, and that seems annoying. Oh, here, let me remove that random at the top. So if I do this, here we go. Oh yes, this is another thing. You can now resize the window. So it will just have black everywhere else, but you can make it bigger. So that's good. Also made really tiny. Doesn't exactly look great, really tiny. But it looks okay big. So that's something. That was something I needed to add specifically because eventually this will probably end up on mobile phones. You'll be able to play this on iPhone and Android at some point. I already have the iPhone module so that I can export as a module, but I don't have the Android one. But at some point it's going to be available on iPhones, and then it won't be available on Android phones until I can get some money for that, really. But yeah. Saves your time. Okay, that looks like it's a little bit higher, that's a little bit low. Not sure which, I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty happy with that at the moment. What was the other things I was saying I was going to work on? I got sidetracked by the color change. Text. The text. Oh, I did also add in boxes, which have an interesting way of movement. They move differently from the spikes, so they're pretty cool and all, but they don't quite work right, and I'm not entirely sure how to fix them at the moment, so I'm sort of thinking I might leave them out for the time being. But here's the spawn. This is what spawns in stuff. This is all unnecessary now, because this actually works. So if I were to say tell it to spawn plus no, or there we go. So now I'll spawn in boxes 3 times as often if I have it creating the right thing. Box. Box spawn. Box. And I'll just comment that out later, but you can see what the boxes look like. Because they're pretty interesting, but they're not acting correct. You can see how they hit that and then they throw themselves off at a right angle. So it sort of forces you to play in these corners here a little more than I would like. And then a spike shows up and kills you. So I'm not sure about the boxes. They're interesting, but I might actually want to change how they act. It's an interesting idea though. What I could do to maybe make them a little bit easier is, instead of having them turn 90 degrees, I could have them turn 180 degrees. Where's that? Oh, I was looking in spawn, not box. There we go. Movement. You can see it currently changes 90 degrees. How many testers have you had yet? Oh, I haven't had too many people testing the game. Mainly been myself. But yeah, so I just changed it, so now the boxes will go 180. So they bounce back. They go to the center and then they go back. That might actually work, because that won't feel so... That won't trap you to these little areas here. Oh yeah, this is way more spawns than are supposed to be happening. Just to make sure that we get a bunch of boxes so that we can see how they react. I can make them pop up as much or less than the other ones. Spawning, here it is. So now they'll spawn about the same amount, and I can increase how much probability there is of things spawning, and this is how fast it's increasing. So this is like the difficulty increase, that number there. So right now it's 8, but if I were to change it and make it like 20, then the difficulty curve would be much steeper. It would get harder much quicker. And now I can see. So now we got spikes and we got squares spawning. Oh. And actually right now I'm thinking about how they're colliding. Like how the spikes hit you. It's not exactly perfect yet. I think I gotta lower it down just a little bit more so that it feels more like you're actually getting hit. Sometimes you sort of like almost, it looks like they will glance by, but you do actually still get hit. So it's a bit, it feels like it needs to be lowered, but I'm gonna leave it as is for now and see what other people think. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see how it ticks over to 1 minute. Now that did bug out the best time, so that's got to be fixed, because that's now not displaying the correct time. So that's in text. Oh, interesting. Time. Good, I separated off. So seconds equal this, which is going up at 1 second minus Minutes times 60. Yeah, that should have worked. So what this is trying to do here is it's taking how many minutes there are, which should be when this needs to tick over. This will be 1. So 1 times 60 is 60. So it will subtract 60. And then that should make it so that the seconds will equal 0 again. But that isn't what happened. What happened was that it just stopped at 60. And this actually, seconds is fine. It's actually down here where it's converting it over. Ah, I know why. It's because of this. It's looking at the seconds and it's saying if the seconds are bigger than score 1, make score 1 equal seconds. So the problem with that is that once seconds gets to 60, then score 1's just going to display 60 for the rest of the time, so that's not going to work. I need to come up with a different way of doing that. I'm glad I caught that. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's totally an issue. I kind of feel like I should have just something change it back. Like if seconds equals 60, change it to 0. How would I do that? No, if score 1 equals 60, then score 1 equals 0. Can I just do it like that? Would that just work? I don't think so. I feel like there's going to be an issue with it. Like once it gets to 60, it's not going to know what to do. We'll see. I'm also thinking it might put it out of sync, which would be an issue. I feel like there doesn't need to be instructions for what the triangle and square does, but I could add them in. You're back? Okay. Welcome back. Oh, I just got spiked. I'm trying to get to 1 minute again so that I can see if I fixed my issue. I have it so that this was not updating correctly because of an issue here. Whoa, that was close. Hey, get over. Okay, so we've entered speed 2. So everything has increased in speed by a little bit. You can see the circle that you use is actually increased in speed. And pink. Yes, okay, that worked perfectly. I'm honestly surprised how well that worked. That doesn't seem to be out of sync or anything, it seems to be exactly right. That is surprising. Okay, so now we're on speed 3 and it's already starting to get a little bit crazy. You can see just how crazy it's starting to get already. It goes up to speed 9, which takes a little while. I'm thinking I'm going to have a leaderboard for both starting from speed 1 and also if you just want to start from speed 9. and see how long you can survive. Because I've actually added a button so that if you press 9, your speed will immediately go to 9, and there you go. You're now on 9 speed where everything is insane. I'm not going to play Keep and Play yet. You'll wait until 1.21 comes out? Why? I'm honestly curious. Why are you gonna wait until 1.21? Come to think of it, I only have it so that you can change the speed to 9. You can't change it back. Ah, this is the keys room text. That's what that is. Room changes. Yep. Didn't spawn? Okay, I'm not entirely sure where I put it so that you can change the button. Where would that be? It wouldn't be here. That'd be annoying. I might actually have money for 1, and 2, there will be more features. You don't have to pay money to play it though. Like if you wanted to play it, it is free. Here, I can show it. I can show it off real quick how you do it. So I have the link in the description, and you just go to the website. It's called Itch.io, and you got the download link here, you got the download link there. It tells you about everything. This needs to all be updated, because this is still for 1.1, as you can see here. Developer. Development log, updated to version 1.1. So then you just click download, and from here, you can click no thanks, just take me to the download. And boom, you can just click download and you've got the game for free. You don't have to pay money or anything. However, if you wanted to, in that same box, you just got how much you want to donate, and I have down here the incentives for donating and whatnot. Incentives is not the word I want to use. Rewards. There we go. But yeah, you can totally just play the game for free. And I recommend it, because the more people that play for free, the more popular the game gets. So it's honestly a win-win for everybody. But yeah, I gotta find out where I put my thing. 'Cause I moved it somewhere. I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, you know what? I know where it must be. Spawn variation. No, that's not it. No, it's not in there. The move speed? There it is. Okay, so this is move speed plus speed select. There we go. So now I can find it more easily. So I can just change this back to 1 and 1. Alright. I'm glad you got it now. You can just get the game now and then donate later if you wanted to. So yeah, let's see. If I press 9, we go up to 9. If I press Now, I want to only be able to change it. Yeah, okay, so I can currently... Okay, here's a known bug, and I'm not sure how to fix this. You can see how all of these are sort of flashing. Yeah, you can totally see that. I'm not sure how to fix this. It's not really doing anything that's gonna make... It's not a game-breaking bug, but it's annoying to me. So I do want to fix that at some point, but you can change it on the fly, and that's not gonna fly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say if instance exists. There we go. Let me type in O big, which is the name of the player character. Then boom. If it exists, then you can do this. And now, if it doesn't exist, you can do this. So now you can only change the speed if you're not currently playing. Which is what I wanted. So pressing 9 isn't doing anything, but you can see how it immediately changed. Yeah, so that's what I want. I want to be able to change from 1 to 9 on the fly, but I don't think it's necessary to change to all the different speeds. But we're in game, pressing 9, nothing's happening. Dead, press 9, works. Perfect. Speed 9 is insane though. I'm fully aware that people aren't going to really be able to play this too well. It's just a bit too fast to even react to things. Which is good, because I do want it to end eventually. Now let's see, when does it get to 9? That's just time. Does it get to speed 9? It gets to speed 9 after 330. No, that's speed 6. Oh, it doesn't go up to 9 yet. Okay, well let's increase this so that this goes to 9. Set move speed equals 1. Okay, what is this doing? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I need to change that back to 1. So, I forgot about this. I need to comment on this one so that I don't forget. When this is 1, it changes, goes up in speed. So I do need to keep that bracket there. So I can now be over a couple of these. We've got 6, 7, 8, and there's speed 9. Now I can tell it when I want it to do speed 9. So after 30 seconds, it changes to speed 1, or... Oh, if it's under 30 seconds, it's speed 1. Once it's over 70 seconds, I did this so that it will change better. Is that big enough? Yeah, you should be able to read that. I'm just thinking like, if I increase the size a little bit maybe. Probably doesn't matter too much. So yeah, after 120 seconds, it's on to speed 3. 180, you can see how it's going up. It went up by 40, and this is 50, got 60, 70 seconds, so on and so forth. So what are we on here? From 250, I'm just going to use a calculator and make it easy on myself. From 250, we go up to 330, that's 80. Now we're going to do 330 plus 90. We get 420 seconds. There we go, 420 seconds. And we're going to increase by 100 seconds, so that's just 520 seconds. Then we increase to 630. So after 630 seconds, so 630, 60, that's 10 minutes. That's 10.5 minutes. After 10.5 minutes, you get to speed 9. That's a long time. That's a pretty long time. And then it'll just stay at speed 9. So there we go. That's the speeds fixed. That's all set now. The room changes. Oh, do I have it so that you can press escape to exit the game? If not, I need to do that. No, I gotta do that. I'm gonna do it in O-text because that's just the easiest place to do things like that. Because that's always there. Just what I've decided is rolling everything. It's not a good way to do things. I should separate it out and give this just the function of being the text. But for now, this is what we're doing. So we're going to say exit if key pressed. So that's just a note, and then I say if keyboard check pressed exit. Exit a key? Is that the key? Escape, right? That's not a key. Let's see. Anything I don't know, I just Google and I can find it pretty easily. So here we go. VK escape is the button. So we just type in VK underscore escape, and that worked. And that one. So then I also have just end game. So boom, I can just even grab that if I want to. End game. So there we go. That should work now. So upon pressing escape, it closes, which is what it's supposed to do. Now if you press escape here, it doesn't close. So that could be something that I would like to change. Actually, is there a... Let's check the rooms real quick. What is this one? That's O-text, whoops. What's this? That's spawn. So we don't have anything that's persistent. I'm going to create a new text. We're going to call this constant. And I'm going to actually take this from here. So now that's there, and we're going to make this persistent, and I'm just going to add it into this room here. Object, text, constant. So now you should be able to press escape on this first screen, and it should close the game. However, it doesn't. I guess it takes... Apparently any key takes priority over like a specific key. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, but it did work for the other room. And also it will work in the pause room. Nope, that one's also set to any key. That's right, okay. Oh, that's right, that's one thing I wanted to do. I want to change this because the movement currently is only set to WAS and D. I also want it to be arrow keys, so we're gonna add in the arrow keys. Is it... I can just do 4... and then type in here VK, and we can see all the ones. They have up, down, left, right in here. I don't see VK up, down, left, and right. So let's see what they're called. Oh, no, apparently it's called up, down, left, and right. Yep, okay. I don't know why I didn't even just, like, test it. Just type in up. So D is right. I should be able to just add this on. And then change which one it is. So S, down, A, left, W. So there we go. Now if you wanted to, you can play the game with the keys. Nothing seems to be going too crazy when I press both of them at the same time. And push up and down and just sort of make it wiggle. Yeah, that's fine. The movement is a little bit strange still, but I think it's more of a quirkiness with the game that I kind of like than a issue that needs to be fixed. Unless people don't like the movement, in which case then I'll fix it. It's just that right now, instead of it moving like instantly constant speed, exactly what you expect it to, it moves at a variation in speeds that can range. And those variations in speed, it's the same variation, but the speed overall will increase as the game speed increases. We added in the keys. Constant. I almost feel like spawn could be in the constant as well. Really. You know what? No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'll probably be spawning things on the main menu if I do that. Ah, yes, that was... I gotta adjust the keys. score. High score web page. How does that look? Oh, I skipped it because I was so used to skipping it. So high score's web page looks like it's sort of going off the page. So I might want to decrease the size of those. And we could just reduce them to 0.7. That will decrease the size for all of them since they're all right there in... Yeah, okay. That looks okay. Space to start, space again to pause. H for high score web page. We could add in down here the enemy types. We do that. It's in Key's room. So here we go. This is the Key's room. You don't see anything because it's all contained right here. This is where all the text is. It's just uses the information that's stored in there in this object and then displays it all. You never see a black screen. So if I make a spike, it's probably going to want to move. Got a box. You can see how those look, or if they just shoot off the screen immediately. Ah yes, they're based off of the center dot, so they will have issues. So what I can do instead is have spike and then I'll just say menu. And there, I've just made a new one. Duplicate that by O box menu. Now, those are both objects that use the same sprites, but they don't have any of the information. So that means they're just images. So I can go ahead and delete these two and add in these two. And now these won't move and they won't crash thing. And there we go. Yeah. Now I gotta add text for them. I could also maybe have them move. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this though. So what I was thinking is maybe I would have like a center dot and then show that this one passes over it and shows that this one bounces off. Nah. Let's not do that. Create another object. Call it O big menu. It's big. That's you. I could have it in just text form without these guys. Have it at 0.6. Yeah, we could do 0.6s. This be like 300. So here, a big circle. Avoid. Oh, no, I could do. This is you. Avoid this stuff. Don't stay the center too long. Let's see how that looks. And then where I need to position things. Oh, dang. Alright, stop that, please. Okay. I was flashing because of a thing. Okay, so that's just, it's too high still. We can lower that down by just increasing that number. Okay, this is you. Avoid this stuff. Don't stay in the center too long. I like it. It looks pretty good. Need to move my objects. Correct positions. Somewhere around there. That's gonna need tweaking, of course. Alright, so my circles are too big, or too high. I feel like there needs to be a space in between each one. So boop, boop. Feels cluttered. You know what? We'll make another place for that. We're gonna call this info room. So the info room will have another text file. Okay. This is unnecessary. Either. I have no way to get to it. All this. So room text. It has room changes? Yes, it does. if keyboard check pressed D, let's say I. Room equals info room. There we go. Just need the other parenthesis. Keep it consistent. Ooh. Careful. Full screening is scary. So info room also pauses, which is good. What do I want? Okay. So let's see. Why does it take you back to that screen? Oh, because that screen, this is here. Correct one. Text, info room text. There we go. This is you. Avoid this stuff. Don't stay in the center too long. Center dot will throw you, just so that they know why. Like, they'll be like, oh, what happens if I stay on the center dot? And that's the answer. It throws you. Which I quite like. I think that's kind of entertaining and interesting. I'm just gonna add in some more text. Info room. Or extra info. Say 0.7. 0.7 0. Boom. It didn't display that. Did I put it to? Try y plus 100. See where that places it. Yeah, okay, that's where I wanted it. I guess it could be a little bit higher up. Maybe 50. It can also be a little bit larger. do 75. This is you. Okay. This could also be raised up. We're gonna raise that. Yeah, we'll just raise it by 50. Ooh, no, we need to raise that much. Has that centered it? Yes, so you can see it's almost lined up. And I want the stuff here. Actually, we should probably have these set to the left then the way they are now. So that means I gotta copy, I'll cut that. Above. Made everything crazy colored because of the way I've done this. That. There we go. Okay. Change this, copy it down. We want this to be not center, but left. Now that will make it different. Probably want this to be like 100. You can also make it bigger now that it's not got the giant wall of text connected to it. Right, I did set them on top of each other though. Probably flip that around actually. Yeah, I want this to be down. Let's go 350 to 125 maybe. This is kind of how it goes. You kind of do a little bit of trial and error until it looks right. I want this space to be bigger. I want this space to be bigger. That requires me to do, say, 400 on that. And we'll do 250 on this. Didn't make that space big enough. There we go. Now these two are lined up, but I want these two to be lined up, so I'm actually going to switch this from left to right. I'm going to move it over a little bit more. Alt. I need to move it the other way. Yeah. I had a feeling. Let's try 300 actually. Okay, That looks good. Now I can put in my things here. Supposed to be that big? I feel like I made that bigger than I want. Okay, so now I gotta figure out roughly where... Oh wait, actually I know, because it's here. The 180. Go to... Whoops, stop doing that. I'm just so excited, I need to open that right away. No. So 180 is right around here. Yep. That should be roughly on the dot. Get it on the dot. That was the wrong type. I need to add this type. Says that right there is 180. I could have been based off of the mouse rather than... Yeah, that seems to be wrong. There we go. I think that should be right now. Oh dear. I'm moving it an awful lot. Maybe a little bit down. Don't judge me. I want it to look good. Got the spike somewhere right here. Got a box. Got circle. Did I use the wrong ones? I think I used the wrong ones. Again, the reason why I can use this one, but I can't use... Sorry. The reason why I can use the small circle that I've been using, but I can't use the spike that I've been using, is because the spike uses the center point for like everything that it does. And as a result, when it's away from the center point, it doesn't know what to do, and the game just sort of goes, I don't know, crash. Oh, then it crashes. That is precisely why I made these dummy shapes, which are the same shape, they just aren't actually doing anything. So there we go. Avoid this stuff. Don't stay in the center too long, or the center dot will throw you. Sounds about right. Forgetting anything here. It really is it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to make it so that you can get to the extra info room right away, and you don't have to press space first to get to the next room. So I have to figure out how to add a exception to the other rule. Now, I currently got that the key press does that. Let's see. Room changes. I kind of feel like this one should be here instead. Yeah, you know what? All these room changes need to be in constant. It just makes more sense for them to be here as opposed to in here. I mean, I was already talking about how I wanted to stop using O-text for everything. Like, O-text is currently controlling the spawn of the big circle. That was not where it was spawning. Speed, that's controlling time. This is fun colors. Yeah, this is the creation. Right? I'll figure that out some other time. This is why you write notes on things. But yeah, fun colors plus O big spawn. So if you press I in any room, it should take you there. Now, what I need to do is go to the keys room, or to keys text, which then has this. Now, if I change this so that it's only then if keyboard check pressed. Is there a different one? Check. No, we want press still. And I'm gonna say PK. Nope. ORD. And then I do I. So now it's checking to see if you pressed I. And if I put an exclamation point, it's going to make sure that you didn't press I. So if you didn't press I, then it'll let you go to the next room. However, if you press I, it should be able to take over and take you to that room. Lovely. And then any key will take you back. But I will take you there. Cool, cool. So I need to add on to this now. I for extra info. Extra info. There we go. That needs to be capitalized. Capitalization. Oh my gosh. Capitalization, kids. It keeps up with you. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I guess keep up with you is what I'm gonna say. It's important. Even now, for me. If I could speak, it would be way more helpful, though. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Am I getting tired? Normally, if I get tired, I start to not be able to code. So, capitalization. That's what we were on about. Okay. So I also want to make it so that if you press escape, it also will not work. So, delete that. Snip PK escape. There we go. So now this is a really dumb way to do this, but it works. And honestly, that's good enough for me. There. Now it's a little bit easier to read. You can see where the if statements are and where the brackets are closing. I could even move this one out one. This out one. There. That's even easier to read. So if I press escape, boom, it escapes. It escapes. Beautiful. It exits. So we got space to start, space again to pause, H for high score web page, I for extra info. You know what? I'm going to call it extra help instead of extra info. So, help room. Keys needs to now change. Extra help. Now, I think the room change might be off. Yes, it is off. Because it's based off of the old name. So I gotta change the name so that it's now right name. So that's in constants. Help room. Okay, let's make sure that we can still pause, because I apparently moved over the pause function. Nope. Because I moved this over, it's no longer working. Let me move this back into text for now. Is where it was? It's here now. Yep, that fixed it. Pause still works. So you don't have to get away out of the way of the squares when they start coming at you. But yeah, because of the RNG, or random number generator, because of the randomness of the game, you might have a very, very good game, and then you might immediately after have a very, very bad game. Now, I'm curious as to which one this is, like which one's not level. I think it's the 20. The top. Oh. Best time. Seconds are here. I don't know why these would need to be moved down, or if that's even the correct amount. I think that's actually. Sorry, I did hit the mic there. That does look a little more in line now. I don't know why it looked off before. Okay, now this looks off. I really cannot tell. I think they're all I think they're all right. Even. Oh, sorry, you can't even see. There we go. So yeah, down here, I think they're all even now, but they didn't look very even before. There's no way for me to lift it up any further. I were to go like that. How tiny can it get? Ooh. It's still playable. Honestly, you could actually play it at this size because of the way everything is. You won't be able to tell what time you get, but you will be able to play. Oh, it's doing the glitch again. My guess is if it has just about to spawn something and you died, it stays at that exact time still, so it continues to spawn. But because I've got it set so that it deletes it as soon as it spawns. So I don't know if there's a good way to fix this currently. But yes, this is a glitch that I will have to at some point maybe take a look at. Really cool looking though, which is nice and all. Info screen. H doesn't do anything at the moment. Base restarts. Quick pause. Yeah. That looks good to me. I even got the squares in there now. While I'm at it, why don't I... Oh, I've been streaming an hour, 30 minutes. Okay, that is quite a long stream for this sort of thing. So yeah, let me do that real quick. Since we've already got this, here's this one. I'm also gonna get rid of that. If keyboard check rest RD and the problem is that C is just too close. I don't want it to be C because like creator, contributor, donator, none of those will work. Sponsor or supporter is S. Again, that's what key we're using, so that doesn't work. We could make it K or L or O. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just make it K for now. Yeah, room equals orders or credits. There we go. Create a room. Close bracket. Objects. There we go. You know what? I should actually create a copy of the keys room instead. Because then it's already got the oh, it's just the constants, that's all that's in there. Is the only thing that's doing anything. I want this to be credits text. Let's see. Credits text. And what is it? Is it a step or is it a creation? Raw. Raw. Okay, in here. Text transform. Oop. We type in the x, which will be x plus, say, 100. Y. We'll say 200. I don't know. Type in. Thanks to everyone who helped. You know what? Let's have. Thanks to. Oh. This be 0.75. 0.75. Can I not in this room? Okay. Oh, right. We got a quick font or set font. Is that not right? What's the font set? Draw set font. Draw set font. Font 1. Now that that's far too big. Line. Back to OX, let it do this. FA center. See, it's those little things. FA center. Little things that you don't quite. I don't actually know what the center of the room. Alright, let's center of the room. 480, so that would be 240. $70. See how this looks. Credits. Thanks to everyone who donated. We're gonna have this same size made by use. $150. Does that look better? Made by Nekomews. If I get any testers and put their names here below, I can move this down a little bit and then put in here. And yeah, so if anybody donates, I can put their name on the list so that they can be in the game forevermore. If it gets too long, I can always like shrink down the font, or I think there's actually also a scrolling thing. I could also have the text scroll. That's good too. That back down to the bottom. So we don't yet need it, but we will eventually. There we go. Make sure everything works. Yep. Takes you to that room. Space again pauses. H doesn't do anything. And neither does K. It will. So yeah. It was mostly just working on the little details. And we did actually make it so that the squares now spawn, so I think it's a good day. Did a good job. And I'm happy with it. I think the game works. I will be adding in sound at some point here soon. I don't know if that's going to be in this update or if I'll wait until 1.3 to add in sound. Music probably will be waiting until 1.3. Sound for like little things like some sort of whoosh sound for the things going across, and maybe some sort of popping sound for when you get hit by something. I could also add a death animation. Just, you know, a couple of seconds where like lines shoot out from the middle. I think I probably should do that, honestly. We try that real quick. So I'm gonna call this death. S death. Go in. Cut one out. And now, honestly, I don't think I need this. We're just gonna start from the center and move our way out. Let's use the line tool. Where is the circle normally? Control Z. Okay, so it's just one off from over here and over here. So we want this to be centered for the most part. Way to tell if it's centered is just to just extend these lines. Yep, that is definitely centered. If I were to move it one up and one over, it would look like that. There we go. That's where it should be. Then I'll delete these dots. We'll have 6, so that's 6, 6. Also add black dot on here. This. For when we eventually add color, that will make it easier to actually see. I'll copy that. Copy and paste that. Now I just add this one. Say we extend it out a couple. We extend it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, went out the same number. 1, 2, 6. There we go. And then I'm going to delete some of these middle ones to make it seem like it's moving. 2. There we go. Actually, I think I did that wrong. 2. Okay, I've noticed that I've drawn these on the underside like this and these on the underside like this. That seems wrong. So how do we need to do this? What it originally is. I guess we could do it this way. That's how that would be done. Then we just need one more frame. I'll copy paste that. Now this frame will be 2. These need one more. Go. Alright, I think that will look good. Let's test it out. We need to create an object. We need to call this object O death. I'm gonna move it up next to big. Change it to right sprite. So I have not done that. Good, good. Oh, we still have that up. For instance, oh big. So instead of that, we're gonna do. Sorry, I had to move myself. So instead, we're gonna create an object, and the object that we're gonna create is called ODeath. We'll spawn it That's how big relative 0, 0. There we go. I want it to cycle through 8. But image speed equals 0. That means it won't cycle through. I'm going to do a step file. And here I'm going to actually have it changing. What I want it to do is I want it to cycle through its animation and then delete itself. So image index equals 1, index equals 2, oh wait, no, just instance destroy, then parentheses. So those are all the parts that we need. Now we just need to make the statements to go around them. So if image index equals 2 and is bigger than, let's say, have it 30. We're going to use a weight. Okay. So weight plus plus. Self.weight is bigger. It's bigger than n, and weight is smaller than 20. You can actually do it like this, but it's a smaller thing. Copy this. We'll change the values. Smaller than 30, bigger than 20. It will be this thing. And then if it's that, and it's bigger than 30, we can just make it so that if it's bigger than 30, it will destroy itself. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, that works. It's a little bit slow though. I think that needs to be a little bit faster and also a little bit thicker. I think it needs to be just a little bit, maybe just 1 pixel wider. And there we go. I'm going to change the song back to one of the earlier ones. Go all the way to the top. There we go. It's gonna be nice when this gets updated. music selection. Like when they just add on another one, it'll be like, ooh, yay, a new song. Alright, let's see. Let's get killed. That looks good. Just want it to be a little bit faster, so we're gonna do, instead of 10, we'll just cut it in half. So 10, 15, 15. Actually, should it be? No, it's already doing that. Okay. So it's the first one for 5 seconds. See? Yeah, I like that. Get killed. You can immediately press space. Are we on top of the circle or behind the circle? Oh, you know what? I don't think it actually has a preference. So depth. So there needs to be... needs to be a set law. So the depth will be on top of the player character. It will not go behind it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there we go. We did that. And I'm happy with the game so far. Again, if you want to get this game for yourself, it will be on this page right here, which is the first link in the description, or at least it should be. Or you can just search it up on itch.io, itch.io, called Keep and Play, and this is what the page looks like. It will be updated soon to 1.2, which is the one that I'm currently working on, and for now it says 1.1, you can see it right there. You'll be able to tell when it's updated right here. It's been 2 months since I last updated this, apparently. But yeah, so you can click download. If you want to donate, type in the value you want to donate here. Click no thanks if you want it for free, and just click download and you'll have the game, because it's that simple. You just click on the .exe file. Yeah, unzip, click exe file to play. Speedrun page will be up soon. It will be for mostly 1.2, but it will have 1.1 as well. I'll make sure that that's on there. With that being said, the speedrun page it's speedrun.com. I've been using it a lot lately because I've been doing a lot of speedrunning on Twitch, and it works backwards as well. So you know, you can have it so that the higher your score is, like in this game, the better, the higher up on the leaderboard you are, which is what I've decided I'm gonna do, because I think that's a lot easier than trying to figure out how to get it all working in the game, because I don't think that it has a way of looking at online things. I could be wrong though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It was nice to have you here. And subscribe to me on YouTube if you want more of this. Subscribe to my gaming channel if you want to see my Let's Plays. Follow on Twitch if you want to see speedruns. And Twitter/Discord if you want to be notified about all those things. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. You have a lovely day. Evening, night, whatever it may be. Bye!